Hey, what's up? It's Sean Ryan Fox from Henry Danger, and you're watching Toyquest101.
And as always, this is Miguel, and I'm here with my daughter.
Ileana, thanks for watching our show.
And I'm super excited because we have Sean here as our special guest. Thank you so much for supporting kids with autism and special needs and being on our show.
No, thank you for having me here.
Yeah,
really
awesome,
appreciate
man.
it.
Yes, thank you so much. We're super excited. Obviously, you took time out to be on our show, and what better way to start the show off than to welcoming you onto it and making sure that you know that we appreciate everything that you do, obviously.
Thank you.
I'm super excited, Sean, because Ileana actually knows who you are. And Ileana, where is Sean from?
From my favorite show, Henry Danger.
And what character does he play on Henry Danger?
Jasper.
That's right. So super excited about that. Now, Sean, why don't you tell us a little bit about your experience on Nickelodeon, playing in a role that you play for
For Henry Danger?
Yeah.
So just generally Henry Danger for the most part. Well, obviously we've been going for 5 years now. We're kind of in mid-season currently at the time of recording this, and it's been a fun 5 years. It's been, I've almost gotten to change my character over time because I'm kind of in that position where we started the show super young and we were able to develop our characters over time. So it's been really interesting to kind of change my character. My character started off very, very young and very, very, very childlike and a little bit more on the, he's not the brightest person around, but, you know, with growing up naturally, we've kind of changed the characters, and the characters have kind of followed us, and it's been fun, really. It's, you know, I've really, looking back at it, I've been able to look at how I was in season 1 and even season 2 and really see the progress that I've made with the character and see how I've kind of changed it. And it's interesting too when you're changing it because by season 2 we all knew our characters.
Yeah, for sure.
And at that point it was just like, yeah, let's just have fun with it. And you just kind of get to mold, and it is just such like Play-Doh. You have it once you've got it all, you just start playing with it, molding it, and it was fun. It's been a lot of fun.
It's cool because you can see your chemistry as the years go by. It gets better and better, and it's kind of neat. And you could see you grow as.
And it's really funny you say that because I think the other day I was watching the pilot, and it is kind of weird because you look at it and you're like, wow. You know, at first, like watching the first episode, you could have looked at it and been like, yeah, they have really good chemistry. But like looking at it now, we didn't really have that great of chemistry compared to what we have now.
Yeah, for sure.
Looking at episode 1, I was like, wow, we've really come very far from where we were in episode 1. It's been a great experience. Honestly.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I grew up watching Nickelodeon, and speaking of Nickelodeon, we thought it would be perfect for today's show to open up some Nickelodeon blind boxes. We'll show everybody here. So we got 3 different kinds of blind boxes here. These are Series 1 TV Nickelodeon blind boxes, and you have Hey Arnold,
Yes,
and I have Ren and Stimpy, and I think Ileana, you're showing the Rugrat ones. All right, so these are pretty cool. And Ileana, why don't you tell everybody and Sean how it works?
So you pick your character and then you open the box and you see what you have.
That's right. So it's kind of like a surprise. So on the side, you guys are going to see some characters that you could pick on the box. And you pick who you want to pick and see if it comes out. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the first question, Sean. So I grew up watching Nickelodeon, like shows like Kenan and Kel, all that. And I have to ask, how is it working with the legend Dan Schneider?
It's honestly working with. Now we do not work with Dan Schneider anymore. We had a sad departure with him, but he was with us for 4 years, and I really enjoyed working with Dan. Dan is very creative, and it's very fun to watch him operate. And he does a lot. Like, he's pretty much in control of a lot of it, like costume, the set design, even writing. Like, he mostly writes the first draft himself, with his writers pitching ideas, but he's typing it himself, and then he'll let the writers kind of tweak and adjust. But he does a lot, and he's very creative, and sometimes we'll be in the middle of shooting an episode, and he'll just come to us and be like, hey, I got this great idea, do this, or whisper something in our ear to like try to do something really funny that might break the cast. And he's just very creative, and I've enjoyed working for Dan. Awesome. With the 4 years that I worked with Dan, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed what he wrote. I enjoyed just working with him. He's a cool guy. He's kind of geeky, but in a cool way, in a way that like sure. I'm kind of geeky, so I can like it's kind of in a weird way like a geeky bond. And so I just think he is a really cool dude.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's definitely a legend for Nickelodeon. Like I said, I grew up watching a lot of them shows, and to see him still going at it is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Eliana, why don't you go ahead and ask the second question?
What is your favorite part about being on Henry Danger?
My favorite, I think I'm really lucky to be on a set where we all really are pretty much a family. Like some shows, like they won't. Maybe they're okay. Like they're not gonna fight with each other, but
but they're not as close.
They're not as close. They're kind of like, oh, nice to know you. We're working together, and lunch. I'll go take off lunch. We're constantly hanging out all the time, cracking jokes. We're trying to make each other laugh. We're telling each other ideas. It is like a family, honestly. Like, we'll go offset and still do the same thing. I think I just had a question the other day where it was like, what is the relationship on set? What's the difference between on set and offset? And there really isn't a difference.
Right.
Because we don't really treat, it's as bad as this is going to sound, we don't really treat work like work.
Right.
Like, we're just having fun.
Yeah, you're being yourselves.
Yeah, and we're like a family, and we're just having fun, honestly.
Yeah, and you can
brothers
tell
and
because the
sisters,
show is great, and you guys are hilarious.
There are even
it's
sometimes
awesome,
where
man.
we're just screwing around, and it gets put in the episode, and we're like, wow, that really got in there. or we'll have rehearsals, and the writers like to change things. They'll watch rehearsals, and they'll change them, and sometimes we'll do little things that we just added in there, and they'll get written into the script. Not necessarily like they were a last minute change, but we did it during rehearsal, and they loved it enough that it was in there. And some of the stuff, we just bounced back and forth with other castmates, and we started riffing, or we gave each other ideas, and it's I feel truly blessed to be on a set like this, because I really don't think many casts get this kind of bond that we have.
That's awesome. And like I said, you could tell on the show. So it's an awesome show. I mean, I'm grown now to be watching Nickelodeon, but I watch it sometimes, and it's kind of funny to watch how far it's come and the chemistry you guys have, and it's awesome. And it's a superhero show. I love superheroes, so it's pretty cool.
Who doesn't like superheroes?
For sure. All right, so let's start opening our first round of blind boxes. I can see you already opened some.
Opened mine.
Let's start with the Hey Arnold ones. Eliana, you got Hey Arnold ones, right? So who do you want to get out of these guys here?
Well, I was actually hoping to get Arnold.
Yep,
and
there
I
it is.
got Arnold,
and here it is. So why don't you go ahead and just show the camera right there.
Got Arnold.
Cool. And Liana, who do you want to get?
I don't know.
Pick somebody. Remember I was showing you like Helga?
I want to get Helga.
So Ileana obviously didn't grow up watching Hey Arnold, but I kind of showed her the other day some episodes, and I was trying to explain to her Helga's character, how she's kind of a bully, but she's really in love with Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
And she calls him football head and stuff. So go ahead, Ileana, why don't you open up yours. Now, the other thing that these boxes have is they have a little sticker, so I don't know if you got it in yours. Let's see.
Ah, yeah. I did.
So you put that sticker right in front of the TV box.
Oh.
And then it's like your Nickelodeon TV.
I see.
Yep.
You can kind of, it's like a moment from the episode.
Yep. Who'd you get, Ileana? Oh, we got another Hey Arnold. Okay, we got a repeat.
I feel like Arnold's gonna be the common.
I know.
The common piece here.
And look who I got, his best friend.
Ooh. Okay, so not another Arnold.
Cool. Yep. Awesome, awesome. So we got Gerald. Check him out. And I'm gonna go ahead and you can put that one back, Ileana. We'll go ahead and I'll give you this one. Let's put this sticker on, which is kind of nice.
And you just, boom.
Yep, and then you just put them right on, which is kind of cool. So here you go. We can put this right here so they can kind of check it out. Boom. Put them right to the side. Yep. So not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad for our first rounds of blind boxes, right?
Yeah.
So we got two Arnolds and his best friend, which is kind of nice. Oh, look, Ileana's has a different sticker on hers. You saw that? And that's actually the little shrine that Helga got for him, which is kind of funny. That's awesome. All right. So, Ileana, why don't you go ahead and you can start with your first question. Which is that one.
Henry Danger is a superhero. If you had a chance to play any superhero in a movie, who would it be and why?
Ooh. It's actually interesting that question comes up, because I have been thinking about that recently, because, I'm super into Marvel. And Disney just recently sadly canceled their thing with Netflix because they're going to go make their own.
Yes.
And sadly, they set up Daredevil season 3 so well they're going to season 4. We're not getting a season 4, but we'll see what Disney does with it. But I don't know why. Not a huge fan of Nicolas Cage, and if you know what I'm about to say, then you already know what I'm going to go with. I don't know. I've been really wanting to see a show in general, like it's really weird, but I would want to see a really dramatic Ghost Rider show where it really goes into because
I have to agree with that.
Because Ghost Rider is very dark on many levels. Like he goes through a lot of personal problems. And a lot of mental problems too. So I feel like you could make a really good dark show with Ghost Rider. I don't know why. I was recently just thinking like I almost kind of want to play like maybe Catch or even Blaze. I was
nice.
like I could totally see myself doing that. I would love doing that. That'd be a
cool.
really awesome project.
Well, you heard it here, so somebody needs to make that happen.
A Ghost Rider show.
There you go. We actually had somebody from Marvel Studios on our show when
Really?
the Avengers came out. Yeah, which is pretty
The first
neat.
Avengers?
No, the last one.
Oh,
the,
Infinity War.
Infinity War, yeah. Jim Velasco from Marvel Studios Skyped us for our show. And it was pretty neat. Obviously, he couldn't really talk a lot about the movie, but it was an awesome movie. I'm sure you
it was
liked
great.
it as well. So yeah, we're big Marvel fans, comic book fans. So definitely would like to see that. I'm gonna have to agree with that. Ghost Rider is pretty cool.
I would like to see them bring him back because it just felt like they did the Nicolas Cage thing, and it was obviously Fox kind of had the rights to that at the time. I think it was Fox who did that.
Yeah.
And I thought the first one was good, but the second one they really kind of went off and they did something weird. And I think Nicolas Cage his performance went down in it. So, and also Nicolas Cage was playing a character who's like supposed to be in his like 20s, 30s, and Nicolas Cage doesn't look anywhere near that.
For sure. All I know is Marvel and Disney, that right there, they're making it happen now.
Yeah.
I think they've got
all their rights
idea.
back, and now they're going to be making big money.
Yep. And we lost Stan Lee. Oh, what a sad day. What a sad day. And he's my hero, so
yeah.
Oh man. Love
I think
Stan Lee.
that's the only person I've ever met and cried.
Yeah, no, same thing here. Same thing here. Obviously we get to meet a lot of celebrities and we go to a lot of Comic-Cons and stuff.
I was just so
Stan Lee
starstruck.
was my starstruck moment for sure. So let's switch it up a little bit. Now you're super talented, man. Aside from your acting, you're a singer, songwriter. You had an awesome performance here at the Hamilton Mall in Mays Landing, which, by the way, we have to say special thanks to for making this possible. And let's just talk about your singing career and what it means to you, how it differs from your acting career.
So the singing career, there are a lot of people that are like, oh, my singing is really passionate to me. And I enjoy singing, I really do. But acting has always kind of been my first passion, and I enjoy performing in general. But acting is definitely has taken the cake, and that is where I really want to focus my time on. When I really got into the whole starting this music thing with my EP, it was very much a chance thing because you had like people like Ariana Grande coming from Nick and going and doing her own music. And it wasn't necessarily with Nick, but she was doing songs. And I kind of tried to take the opportunity with kind of working with Nick and trying to make that work. I ended up kind of going, more solo with it. They played it a couple times on Nick Radio, but that was about it. And it was fun. It was a good experience. It was a nice little dabble into the music industry. But acting is definitely my primary passion. Like I'll try and work on music every now and then, but I'm super busy with acting.
Right, sure.
And music could be a thing that I could eventually fall back on if acting if I eventually was like, I'm not really enjoying acting. I'll go back into the music industry and be like, hey, maybe I want to continue writing songs, performing. But I definitely think acting is like my main passion and is my primary focus as of right now.
Well, it's another notch under your belt. Like I said, you're super talented, man. I mean,
thank you.
I don't know what else you can do. You do it all, so it's pretty cool. All right, so let's get to the second round. And Liana, I'll let you pick what kind of boxes you want to open up now.
Rugrats.
That's right, Rugrats. I knew you were gonna pick Rugrats. Rugrats are pretty cool. So man, we got a lot of options here. If you guys want to see right here, we got Chucky, we got Tommy, we got all kinds. Spike, that's right. So you want Spike, Liana? Who do you want to get?
Tommy.
You want to get Tommy? I like Chucky, man. So I'm gonna get Chucky. Let's see if I get lucky or not. So go ahead.
I'm pretty sure Rugrats was like the only cartoon that people like cried at when they had like the whole Rugrats grown up thing.
I know, yeah. Ah, nice. You got the one I wanted.
Yep.
Chucky, very nice.
Also got but I got Spike on my sticker.
Oh, there you go. Can't beat that. Eliana, who'd you get?
The twins.
Oh, you got one of the twins? Now I don't know if that's
That's
Dill
the
or
girl.
Jill. Oh, is it? All right, cool. And I got another repeat. I got Chucky. So I'll leave this one in here. But that's pretty cool. Super cool. And who did I get here? Nice. So I got a different sticker here. You guys want to see? Pretty cool. And I got Chucky as well, but I'm going to leave him in the box since it's a repeat. Go ahead, Leon, you can put it on here.
Oh wow, this one doesn't have the base like the Hey Arnold. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does it. Does it stand up, Eliana?
Cool. Chucky might be a little top heavy.
Yeah, it spikes. Got a lot of gel in it.
Ooh.
We'll see.
Perfect.
Look at that.
Got it.
So super cool on the turntable. You guys can see them as they come around. Now, did you watch any of these shows? I know it's kind of a different
watched
era.
a little bit of Rugrats. That was more my sister's kind of area.
Okay.
She watched Rugrats a lot. Hey Arnold, no. And Ren and Stimpy, no.
Yeah.
But Rugrats, yeah. I watched a little bit of Rugrats. I remember that a little bit. But that was more of my sister's kind of area.
Gotcha.
Growing up was the Nickelodeon cartoons.
Yeah, I think out of all of them, for sure, Rugrats was probably the most popular. It's still popular to this day.
Oh yeah,
Reptar.
There's like a huge following to it still.
Yeah, it was a cool show. Definitely liked it. Now, speaking of talents again, you did something a little different with voiceover acting, and you played Jake from the cartoon movie Jake and the Neverland Pirates.
Yes.
So talk to us about that experience and, how cool was that?
That show also, what was interesting about that is that was the third Jake, because I think they were in their second season for that. And they had gone through the original, and they had like a replacement, which I think was Cameron Boyce. And they were looking for a new voice, so they brought me in for I think the last couple season 2 episodes, and then I did all of season 3 for the most part. I think I even did like the big like hour finale, and I think they did do like a couple episodes for season 4, but they replaced me by then because obviously I was growing up and
right.
they needed someone new for the voice. But that was a fun experience as well. Voiceover is a lot of fun because you kind of get the same thing in doing like playing a different character,
right?
Kind of what you would in a movie, but it's 40 minutes of your time. Like I would go in, I think it was once a week maybe, and they would give me 2 episodes, and we would go in there and knock 2 episodes out in 40 minutes.
Now, do you feel more comfortable because it's kind of voiceover? You're not really acting, or like?
I mean, yeah, you definitely you definitely have like I know some people who can do like some really weird voices, but they get into like this animation of it, and you definitely feel more comfortable because you are kind of in your own private spot. You're not like on a movie screen doing this weird voice while moving your body in a weird way.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, voiceover's quicker, and yeah, it is a little bit more comfortable. And it is fun because you get to do stuff like that where in a movie you wouldn't be doing a weird monster voice as yourself,
right.
Whereas voiceover you are. So there is a lot more creativeness in voiceover that you can kind of expand upon. So I definitely think voiceover is very cool.
Yeah, we just had our last celebrity on the show is Rob Paulson, the voice of the Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain, and he was an awesome guest. Every time he talked, he talk in his voices, and I would freak out because it was childhood cartoons growing up. Now I'll throw another question at you. Now with Marvel, since you're a big Marvel fan, Spider-Man is coming out, and obviously it's a cartoon
into the Spider
movie,
oh yeah,
right? So if you had a chance to do a voiceover for a superhero, who would it be and why?
If I had a chance, I'm trying to see who I would even fit for.
It's a tough one.
It is a very tough one. I don't know. Just easily go to Ghost Rider again. I'm like trying to go through.
All right, I'll make it easy for you. Let's say they gave you a role in this new Spider-Man movie. What Spider-Man would you play?
I do find it funny that Cage is playing noir Spider-Man.
I know. That's why I'm asking. Thing. Yep. And we actually were very friends with Fabrice, the creator of Spider-Man Noir too. So it's kind of funny.
Ooh. There was a new, I mean, he's not in the movie, but they just came out with a new Spider-Man, which is like, it's like a million spiders that clumped up together inside of Spider-Man's suit to form a human-looking thing, but on the inside, it's just a bunch of spiders. I feel like that'd be a really interesting thing to voice.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, it's not necessarily in the movie. I don't know, it could be, but they just added it in the comics.
Yeah.
They added like 2 new Spider-Verse characters, and I thought that might be cool.
That'd
be really interesting.
That would be cool and different. Definitely like that. Go ahead, Eliana. Why don't you ask your last question?
We meet famous people all the time. What famous actor would you like to meet or work with?
Good question too.
I mean, I would love to work with Stan Lee in his time. But now, I think I would like to work with Ryan Reynolds. The guy just seems like a goofball.
That's a good...
He just seems like a goofball.
That's a good one. I like your answers.
I feel like I would either jump in or I would just die laughing because I wouldn't be able to jump in.
He's playing Pikachu now. How cool is that? It's funny because I saw the trailer and I immediately got upset, and then when I heard Ryan Reynolds, I was like, as the trailer went, I was like, this is amazing.
I'm not even a Pokemon fan, and the second I was watching this trailer because a buddy of mine was like, oh, did you see the Detective Pikachu trailer? I was like, no, I guess I'll take a look at it. Look at it, I was like, yeah, it's Pokemon. Next it's just Ryan Reynolds talking. I was like, wait. Is that seriously Ryan Reynolds playing this small, cute, adorable little Pikachu? Yeah. And so I might go see it just for that reason, even though I'm not really into Pokemon. But I think that's funny. I think I definitely want to work with Ryan Reynolds because the guy just seems like a huge goof.
And he's talented. And he loves Marvel too. I think he did an amazing job with Deadpool.
I'm pretty sure he's the one
that everybody wanted.
I'm pretty sure he's the one who got that push.
Oh, he absolutely
when
did.
The leaked footage came out, I'm pretty sure he's the one who got that push.
Absolutely, he did after that whole bad incident with the Wolverine Deadpool.
Oh, yeah.
We don't talk about. But Ryan Reynolds is definitely just awesome. I think that's a great choice.
Yeah.
Love your answers. Let's go with our last openings of the day, and it's going to be Ren and Stimpy. Now, these guys were 2 goofballs, a Chihuahua and a cat. And let's see. I actually want to get Ren. Thought he was funny. Here's.
I almost wouldn't mind getting the log.
The log?
But I feel like Powered Toastman or Mr. Horse will
Yeah. How about you, Eliana?
Mr. Horse.
All right, cool. So go ahead, open them up. Let's see who we got.
I got Ren.
Nice. And I got Ren too. What is happening? There's so many repeats today. Who'd you get?
Are you kidding me right now?
They're
just like every one of these mystery packs. There's always like the common one.
I know. So we all got Ren. That is hilarious. So we all got Ren here.
A bunch of Rens.
The Chihuahua. And I'll put mine aside since we already got one. That is hilarious.
I really don't want you getting into
I'll set some of these guys up here. That is hilarious.
I did get a very sad image of Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, for my cuddling, huh?
For my sticker, which I will now apply. Oh, it's a little offset.
It's all right. We can just throw that right up on there, and we'll have our viewers take a look. So not too bad. We got a couple good characters from Nickelodeon. Eliana, what'd you think? Pretty cool? Yeah. All right. So that wraps up our show, Sean. Dude, thank you so much, man.
Thank you for having me.
This is awesome for you being here. We want to thank Level Up Entertainment. They partner with us all the time. Best comic book store in South Jersey, hands down. And also the Hamilton Mall for making this possible. And of course you, Sean, thank you so much.
Thank you. I really appreciate
now,
you guys inviting me.
Before we close out the show, with every one of our guests, we get them a little present on behalf of us for being on the show and supporting kids with autism and special needs. Hey, if you want one, I'll give you one. But first thing up is our medal. It's kind of an award, so you guys could remember that you took, pride into coming and help us be on the show. And because a little birdie told us that you are a fan of Deadpool, Eliana, why don't you go ahead and we got you an FY exclusive blue and yellow statue. A little bird told me you bought another statue somewhere else in this mall, Level Up. So we got you another one to match it. But this is an exclusive. They actually don't make this one anymore.
Really?
The colors are blue and yellow, not the typical red and black.
Yeah, the X-Men colors.
And you can put your keychain on it and stuff, and it'll match with your other statue. So
that's awesome.
I hope you like it. It's a gift from us because, again, we appreciate your time. I know you're super busy, and, you know, it's a blessing to have you on the show and support us. So I really thank you, and Ileana thanks you. And
well, thank you.
It's awesome.
I really appreciate
this.
No problem. I appreciate you guys for having me. I enjoyed it.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Until next time, make sure you subscribe to Toyquest101. In the bio of the video, we're going to have all of Sean's information, the social media, website, all that, so you can get to know him as well. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Until next time, guys. See ya.
See ya.